Welcome and thank you so very much for being here with me at Sramana Yoga with Daniela. I will be leading you through a about 60-minute yoga flow, including Warrior Salutations, balancing postures, some core work for a holistic experience. As always, this is your yoga practice. You want to ensure that you're safe at all times. You know your body best. So listen carefully what your body wants you to do. And we will be starting today seated. So come into a comfortable seat. I like to pull the flesh a little bit to the side so I can really feel my sitting bones anchored into the earth, elongate the spine, crown of the head is reaching, and then just start it up with a few juicy shoulder rolls, drawing the shoulders down and back. Just getting a feel for the physical body. And then keep the shoulders back and down. Slowly close your eyes and arrive here on your mat in this very space. Letting your hands slide up and down your thighs. Getting a feel now for the texture beneath the palms of your hands, texture of your pants or bare skin. And then let your fingertips run up the sides of your torso, thumbs hook into the armpits. Lift yourself a little further out of the hips, sitting even taller. And then the rest of your fingertips run from heart center over to the shoulders to emphasize an opening of your heart. Draw the arms out into a T, and then slow motion, drawing the arms all the way overhead. Once the palms touch, interlace the fingers, draw the palms towards the sky. Give yourself a good stretch, reaching. At the same time, anchored into the earth. And then slowly draw the back of the hands onto the crown of the head, uniting heaven and earth within your practice, within yourself. Draw your hands down onto your thighs, palms are facing up for receiving state of mind, receiving your practice now. And just being quiet for a moment. Still, so you can truly listen, tuning into your inner world, that world beneath the skin. And once you feel like you made that connection, start observing your breathing to keep that connection throughout the practice. See where you can feel your breath right now. Your natural breath. Might be in the abdomen, maybe the rising and falling of your chest, or the tingling sensation at your nostrils. Slowly deepening the breath. Coming into your three-part yogic breath, Darica Pranayama in Sanskrit. So the lips are closed, and you draw the inhale through the nostrils all the way down into your belly, filling your belly, your rib cage and chest with oxygen. Focus on the exhale, chest drops, ribs contract, belly falls. Drawing the belly button gently back towards the spine to expel all that residual air out of the lungs. Inhale into the belly, side ribs and chest. Exhale completely. Finding the rhythm of your breath. A breath you can maintain throughout the practice, a breath you will return to over and over. And then slowly turn the palms down, bring your hands to the kneecaps. Exhale, start rounding the spine, look at your belly button, draw the shoulders forward, tuck the tail, inhale, draw the tailbone back, and draw the shoulders back as well, and lift the head, cow tilt of the spine, arching, exhale, rounding, inhale, arching, bringing big movements into your spine. And right from the start, timing your movements to your breath. You can keep the eyes closed or open, but the eyes are always focused, either rolled up towards the third eye center when they are closed, or maybe if they're open, you look at the tip of your nose. Become a little more vigorous in those movements, waking up your Kundalini energy, that energy curled up like a serpent in the base of your spine. Let that energy come up your spine. Ten. Keep it up. Stay focused on that breath. And then slowly release. Just checking in right away again. What shifted, what stayed the same since that movement. Now, cross the other ankle in front. Again, sitting tall. It's totally fine if your knees are up here. So what? Bring your hands in front of you and just walk your hands away from you. Give yourself a good stretch. Let the head hang heavy, jaw relax. And with every exhale, just let gravity have a little more of you. Surrender into the earth. Pushing a little back with the fingertips so your sitting bones stay anchored through the floor. And then inhale, lift the head, look between the hands, walk the hands over to the right. Exhale, release. And maybe taking my left palm over the right hand, the top of the hand, for a nice stretch here on the left side. Not too much, not too little, just right for you. Inhale, take the left hand next to the right hand. Stay twisted to the right and just walk your hands towards you. So now my right hand is behind me, my left hand in front of me, shoulders relaxed. I'm looking over that right shoulder, chin parallel to the floor, eyes are eye height. Lifting my sternum, drawing the right hip a little forward so the twist only happens in the upper body. And then take your left hand to the right thigh and right arm reaches up and overhead. Draw the right shoulder blade back. Push that left hand a little bit into that right thigh to stay grounded. And then exhale, right hand crosses over to the left thigh. And again, nice round spine, breathing into that space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, draw the arms up, reach high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands right in front of you again. Walk the hands away from you. Give yourself another stretch here. And then lift the head, look between the hands and walk the hands over towards the left. And bow. Maybe the right hand on top of the left. Reaching back with that right sitting bone into the earth. No tension in your jaw or neck. That breath deep and rhythmic. And with the next inhale, right hand next to the left hand, you walk your hands towards you, stay twisted to the left, left hand behind you, right hand in front of you, and looking over that left shoulder. Relaxing the shoulders, but lifting the sternum high. Left hip forward, right hip back, so the hips stay square. Spiraling up your spine. Right hand on top of the left thigh, and the left arm reaches up and overhead. Another nice side stretch. I can always look down to the side or up. Feel into the neck. Let the neck decide what's best. And then left arm crosses over the right, left hand onto the right thigh, and again around. Keep that tail tucked, pubic bone towards belly button. And then we're going to come into a little bit of a flow. So inhale, right arm reaches up and overhead, reaching to the left. Exhale, I cross my right arm over the left, I round the spine, and then again, left arm reaches up and overhead. And I reach into that side stretch, cross and round. It's almost like a dance to the rhythm of your own breath. Maybe close the eyes again. really feeling into the body, connecting with that breath and the body. Feeling the shift in your pelvis as you round and as you come up into the side stretch. Last 3 on each side. Last one. And then inhale again, draw both arms up, reach high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Make your way into a tabletop position now. Knees and heels in line. Shoulders and wrists in line. Fingertips are spread. I take my thumb a little in and I ensure that that juicy part between my thumb and index finger is pressing down firmly. Push out of the shoulders. You don't want to collapse here, so push out, draw the lower belly in a little bit. We're going to continue that warm-up sequence, Pratapana. Drawing the right knee into the chest, out to the side, back, and forward. Waking up that right hip joint. Nice big circles here. Do what you can. Look straight down, and don't collapse in your arms and shoulders. Go the other direction. Circling your knee. Then let that right knee just dangle. Draw the right knee out to the right side. Look at that right knee. Hold for 3. Flexing that right foot. 2 and 1. Extend the right leg. Bend the knee 2 more times. Extend, bend, extend. Then place the right foot onto the floor. Heel and knee in line. Stay with that breath. You can tuck the toes. Get a nice toe stretch. And slowly draw your buttocks towards that left heel. Inner knee joint is comfortable. Don't overdo it. Push the outer edge of that right foot down a little bit for a nice stretch here in the right ankle joint. And then, if you like, go all the way down, release, let it go. Inhale, slowly come back up. Exhale. And then inhale, draw that right leg up, draw it back, and right knee underneath your right hip. Let's do the other side. Left knee into the chest, out to the left side, and back into the chest. Feel that opening, what's happening, that mobilization of that left hip. Are you still focusing on the breath? Where did the little monkey mind go? Other direction. Knee draws back, over to the left, forward and back. Pushing firmly through the fingertips and hands. Last one. Let the left knee just dangle and then draw it out to the left side and back. Last one. Keep it up there. Flex the left foot. Look at it. 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg. Bend the knee. Stay strong. 2, 1. And then keep it extended and slowly bring that left heel down in line with the right knee. Toes point straight forward here. And again, I'm pushing into the outer edge of that left foot. Tuck the right toes, you give yourself a nice toe stretch, and slow motion, always checking in with my right knee and my left knee. I draw myself back and then bow the head down. On the exhale, release into that stretch. Inviting softness into the body. Don't force anything. Inhale. Slowly come back up. Left leg lifts. Draw the left leg back and draw the left knee back underneath you. Staying with that breath. So we're going to keep on warming up the hips a little more. With the next exhale, I'm going to draw the right knee into the chest and then place the right knee in front of the left knee, cross crawl action. I walk my hands forward. Left knee draws forward in front of the right knee. Crawl forward, right knee in front of the left. When you're at the end of the mat, you go in reverse. Right knee behind the left knee. And I can always help my leg. If you're having a hard time with this, take your time. Accommodate the body. Again, working with the body. Accepting exactly where you are. This is what yoga is all about. A practice of self-acceptance, not self-improvement. Go big in those movements here. And maybe getting that heart rate up a little bit. Good for your cardiovascular system. Keep on going. Cross crawling. You're almost there. Just stay with that breath. If you're losing the breath, you rest. That breath gets agitated. Just rest and then join in again when you're ready. Come back to the center of your mat. And then just bring your big toes together and sit back for relaxing child's position, Garbhasana. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let it go. What's going on now? Look closely. Physically, mentally, emotionally. This posture is always available to you if you need a break. Inhale, roll yourself up. Tuck your toes. They're not visible as you look back, as I look back. And then draw your buttocks towards the heels. Lift your butt high. Keep your knees bent and draw your belly towards the thighs. Look straight back to the end of your mat. Pressing firmly into the hands. And then just straighten the left leg. Keep the right knee bent and push firmly into that right hand for a diagonal stretch. For 3. Neck is relaxed. Shoulders away from the ears, broad. But the shoulder blades protrude up towards the head. And then bend the left knee, both knees bent, high on tippy toes again. And then just straighten out the right leg. Give yourself a nice stretch in the back of that right leg. Achilles, hamstrings. Pushing firmly into that left hand for a diagonal stretch on the other side. Inhale high on tippy toes. And then exhale. Straighten both legs for full downward facing dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Stretch yourself out.
Equal engagement of the legs and arms. And with the next inhale, shift the weight forward into plank. Again, high on tippy toes, shoulders over the wrists. Don't let that belly drop. Draw the lower belly in and up without restricting the breath. Look straight down, push out through the shoulders. Little mushroom top here on the upper back. And then start walking your hands back towards the feet. Let the head hang heavy. Come into a forward fold, Uttanasana. Bend the knees a little bit, ragdoll action. I grab the opposite elbows with my hands. And you want to sway a little bit from side to side, get a feel for it. Make yourself really long, letting the crown of the head reach towards the earth. Exhale, release. Arms are dangling, hands to the floor, and start walking your hands forward back into downward facing dog. Staying with that breath. 2 more times. Inhale, high and tippy toes. Like a wave, you come forward into plank, hold, build up that strength in your arm muscles, bone mass increased with those weight-bearing exercises, and then start walking the hands back towards the feet again. Forward fold. Take your time, shake out your hands, pump the fingers, circle the wrist this time. Sway from side to side with the arms dangling like empty coat sleeves. And then again, walk the hands forward. Downward facing dog, full expression. Last one, inhale, high on tippy toes, ripple forward, plank position, push up. Stay here for a moment. The back of my knees draw up towards the sky. My heels draw back. Tuck that tail a little bit. And then walk the hands back. This time, interlace the fingers. Place your hands at the base of your skull, right on top of your neck, and hang heavy. With the added weight of your arms and hands, you come even closer towards the earth in your forward fold. Now release your arms, hands to the thighs, push up halfway. If you got any lower back issues, that's the way you always want to come up. And then the rest of the way you roll up. Head comes up last. I gather energy. And I draw that energy to heart center, Samastiti. So we're going to open up a little more our spine. Just stay facing the front of your mat. I'm going to face you again so you see what I'm up to. My knees are bouncy. My feet are about shoulder width apart. My arms out to the sides. And I'm only moving the upper body. Everything else is static. I'm going to go right, left, right, left. Turn the head to. Dynamic Kundalini yoga postures. Getting that energy flow going. Keep it up. Still breathing. Keep the feet firmly pressing into the earth. Not locking those knees. And turn that head. Last 5. A little faster now. And then release. And now I let the opposite heel come off the floor. So if I turn to the right, left heel comes off the floor. When I turn to the left, right heel, arms are still dangling. Look all the way behind you. Exhale. Release. I'm still in the back of my mat. Hands to the heart. Just close your eyes for a moment. And maybe you feel that energy flowing now with no resistance, no blockages of energy. Circle back to your breathing, 3-part yogic breath. And then inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now we're going to step forward with the right foot in Warrior 1, with that left heel lifted. And I'm going to draw my arms up. I can demonstrate once. Inhale, right foot steps forward, Warrior 1. Let's do it together. And as I step forward, because I want to be that strong warrior, connecting with that warrior energy, inhale through the nose, exhale ha, through the mouth. Focus your eyes, inhale, and then exhale, right foot steps forward, ha, right knee over the heel, good alignment here. You can see the right big toe tuck the tail. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring the right hand to the right hip. Give yourself another little side stretch. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, left hand to the left hip. And I'm reaching over towards the left. If you fall out, so what? Just come back in. It's okay to be unstable. Stay with that breath. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, high runner's lunge. And then step that right foot back into table or plank. You can always transition through table first and then straighten the legs into plank, or stay in table and then walk your hands back into forward fold. Hands to the thighs, push up halfway and roll the rest of the way up. Gather energy. Slowly moving into our warrior salutations. All right, other side. I'm going to step forward with the left. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Focus your eyes. Inhale. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Again, once I'm in the position, I check for healthy alignment. Sink a little bit deeper into that left buttocks. Knee points towards the pinky toe, that left pinky toe. This time I'm going to start with the left side first. So left hand to the left hip, and then I draw my right arm over towards the left. Challenge your balance here. It's okay to wiggle around. Inhale. Come back up. Exhale, right into the right hip and reach over to the right with the left fingertips. Strengthen all those stabilizer muscles. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, slow motion, I come down. High runner's lunge. Hands down. Left foot steps back. Table or plank. I'm going to show you the table transition. Here I am, table. I can stay here or straighten the legs into plank and then walk back into forward fold. Exhale, release. Hands to the ground, walk forward into downward facing dog. And then walk all the way forward towards the hands to the front of your mat. Again, you can have the hands at the thighs first, push up and then roll up, or roll up all the way. Keep that tail tucked. Again, gathering energy as I come all the way up, hands to the heart, Samastitihi. Virabhadrasana, Namaskar, Warrior Salutations. Big toes touch, heels slightly separated. Bend the knees, fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, draw the arms up. Utkatasana, chair position. Hands can be parallel or together. Look down, draw the knees behind the toes, tuck that tail, and lift up. 2 and 1. Straighten the legs. Mountain, exhale, arms out to the sides, knees soft, all the way down, forward fold. This time, I'm pulling myself down. Crown of the head towards the earth, forehead towards the shins. Inhale, look up with a straight back. I can have my hands at the shins, of course. Exhale, plant the hands, right foot steps back, left foot steps back. You're here in plank position. Slowly drop your knees, all core strength. Keep the toes tucked, draw back. Forearms down, earthworm action. Stay as low to the ground as you can. Once you got weight in your hands, you push, push. Cobra, pubic bone is pressing in the top of the feet. I can lift my hands up a little bit. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Right knee into the chest. Shift the weight. Hold for a moment. Look between the hands. And then step that right foot as far forward as you can. If it lands behind, then I walk it forward. Left foot pivots. 45-degree angle. Out edge of that left foot is pressing down firmly. Inhale, come up, warrior one. And then exhale, open up, warrior two. Heel and heel or heel and arch alignment. I can still see my right big toe. Arms are active. I'm reaching the fingertips. Left hand to the left leg. Right palm faces. Reach a little forward before you reach up and back for exalted warrior. Keep that breath going. Exhale. Let's come into a side angle. Right forearm on top of the right thigh. Left arm reaches up and overhead. If you want to do more work, extend the right arm out to the right side. Inhale. Back into warrior two. Exhale. Cartwheel. Nice and slow. High on the back toes, left toes, and then step back your way. Table or plank. Knees down. Sit back. Earthworm transition into cobra. Lift the hands. Exhale, downward facing dog. Other side, left leg lifts. Create that heat now. Left foot steps through. Right foot pivots. Once you got that alignment, you come up, not before. Take your time. Warrior one, full expression, and then you open up warrior two. Nice long stand. Reach the left palm forward, up and back. Right hand slides down the right leg. Left forearm on top of the left thigh, side angle. Maybe you extend that left arm forward. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel. High on the back toes. Left foot steps back, table or plank. And you can leave those transitions out if they get too much. Meet us in child, in table, in down dog. Practice according to your needs today. I'm going to stay for 3 breaths. Sitting bones and tailbone high. Again, look back towards your knees or the end of your mat. Breathing deeply. Inhale, look between the hands. Step the right foot, left foot forward. Big toes touch, heels slightly separated. And again, I pull myself down. Opening up the back of my legs. Bend the knees. Inhale. Nice and slow through half chair into full chair position. Utkatasana. Straighten the legs. Hands to the heart. Samastitihi. Just close the eyes for a moment.
check into the effects of your first warrior salute. So the qualities of a great warrior are that you're in the present moment, fully alert and ready to retreat at any point if you're losing that breath. So stay connected with your inner warrior. I'm going to go through a few more rounds according to our breath. Inhale, warrior. Salute, starting with Utkatasana, the chair. And then Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, left foot steps back. Right foot, plank or table. Knees down. Nice toe stretch. Stay low to the ground. Transition into cobra. Lift up. Strengthen your back and then push back down dog. Right leg lifts. I step the right foot through. Left foot pivots. And then I come up, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. Warrior two. Maybe you need 2 breaths. Exalted warrior. Right forearm on top of the left thigh. Left arm reaches up overhead. Maybe the right arm extends over to the side. Inhale, warrior two. Cartwheel. Create that heat now. That internal fire. Sit back. Cobra. Down dog. Always staying with that breath. Left leg lifts. And I step the left foot through. Right foot pivots. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Exalted warrior. Side angle. Left forearm on top of the thigh. Maybe the arm extends again. Warrior two. Cartwheel. Step back. Maybe a vinyasa. Maybe not. Always yogi's choice. Cobra. Down dog. 3 breaths. Maybe a child's position right now. If I lost my breath, I come down and relax. Until down dog is a resting posture for me. Left leg lifts. Step it through. Right foot meets the left. Big toes touch. Bend the knees back into Utkatasana chair. Hands to the heart. Samastitihi. Find a breath and then keep on going. Inhale. Chair position. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, right foot steps back. Knees down. Nice toe stretch. Earth form cobra. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. 3-legged down dog. You step it forward, round, round, round. Give yourself some room so that right foot can come all the way between the hands. Left foot pivots. Warrior one. Exhale. Warrior two. Exalted warrior. Side angle. Warrior two. And I cartwheel and step back. Slow it down if you need to. Find your own rhythm. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. And step that left foot through. Right foot pivots. Solid stand before I come up. Push, push. Inhale, warrior one.
Exhale, warrior two. Exalted warrior. Draw that left arm all the way back. Nice side stretch. Left forearm on top of the left thigh. Right arm frames the right ear. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel, step back. Three breath. Deep rhythmic breath. Right foot steps through. When you're ready, left foot meets the right. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Draw that lower belly in. Bend the knees. Tuck that tail. Draw the knees back. Chair position. Hands to the heart. Samastiti. Last and final round. Make it the best round so far. Just right for you. You know the sequence now. Chair into forward fold. Step back with the left foot. Go through your vinyasa. Earthworm cobra. Down dog. Right leg lifts. I step it through. Warrior one, Vira one. Keep on connecting with those warrior energies. Stay present in the moment. So if you're having a hard time, look at it closely. What's going on? How do you relate when it becomes a little more vigorous, challenging, physically, emotionally? Are you supporting yourself with your inner dialogue? Maybe you do not. And that's okay too. Just look at it with no judgment, with a lot of loving kindness. You cannot observe yourself without kindness. So whatever you find, it's valid to be observed. You recognize it. You accept it. You investigate it. And then you let it pass by. You're not holding on to anything. You come back to that breath over and over. 3 deep breaths here. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Maybe Ujjayi Pranayama, that ocean sounding breath swirling the air in the back of your throat on the inhale, on the exhale. Left leg lifts and you step it through. Right foot meets the left. Forward fold. Transition back into chair. Hands to the heart. Samastiti. Now step the right foot wide into a straddle. Well, your ankles are about underneath your wrists. And I don't want to have the toes pointing out to the sides. They're straight or maybe a little bit pigeon-toed inward, pressing the outer edges and the inner edges of the feet equally down. 5-pointed star. Stay with that breath. Exhale. Slowly come halfway down. Jackknife position. Crown of the head is reaching forward, tailbone back. Be strong for 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands to the hips. And then keep the hands at the hips. Knees are soft. They're not locked. And I come all the way down into forward fold. Draw the shoulders away. Keep the shoulders connected here. Shifting the weight into the toes. Keep the heels light. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Lift the gaze, stay down on the exhale, and in slow motion with a strong back, I come all the way back up. Now heel toe your feet together, good for your ankle joints. And then turn again, facing the front of your mat, staying with that breath. Inhale, draw the right knee into the chest. Now interlace the fingers. You can do that below the thigh or in front of the kneecap, and draw that right knee towards the right armpit. Keep that right foot flexed. 2, and 1. Now keep the knee high as you can, and draw the arms up for staff position. And then extend the right leg if you want. You don't have to. Staying with that breath. 3, 2, 1. Draw the right knee back into the chest, hands to the heart. And in slow motion, draw the right leg back and the torso forward for Warrior 3. Virabhadrasana 3. Staying with that breath. Deep rhythmic breath. Let the arms dangle, draw the lower belly in, and slow motion, draw the hands down to the floor for standing split, looking straight back towards that right foot. The toes point down, right hip down. 2, and 1. Lift the head. Now be strong. Come back the way you came in. Hands to the heart. Again, if you fall out, so what? Just do the best you can do. Warrior 3. Right knee into the chest, arms reach high. I'm extending the right leg, staff position, maybe the knees bent, and then we're all going to draw the knee into the chest. Exhale, release. To stand tall in mountain, only shake it out when you have a cramp. You want to keep that strength in your muscle memory. Other side, shift the weight right, engage that right buttocks. Just the weight is shifted, not the hip. And then draw that left knee into the chest, interlace, and draw it in. Keep the foot flexed. Focus your eyes. Mind is focused on the breath. Knee is high. Draw the arms up. Option 1, you stay here. Option 2, you extend that left leg full staff. Draw the knee back into the chest, hands to the heart, and slow motion, make that transition into Warrior 3, extending that left leg back and the torso forward, not too low. Again, focusing the eyes. Hip square, push through the heel, can also point through the toes. Let my arms dangle, transition, slow motion into standing split. Let the head hang heavy, look straight back, ensure the toes point straight down. And then lift the head again and come back the way you came in, hands to the heart. If you fall out like I do, just keep on going, keep on breathing through the experience. You don't have to like it. Acceptance doesn't mean you have to like it. Extend the leg, draw the knee back in, give yourself another tuck. Exhale, release. Just stand tall and feel into having both feet available to you again, being grounded again. It's stability, what Mother Earth gives us. Every day is a gift. Find that breath. Calm yourself with that slow 3-part yogic breath. Inhale, let the arms rise, reach high. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk the hands forward and the feet back into downward facing dog. For 3, last down dog. Drop the knees down. And again, sit back into child. Your child. Maybe the knees apart. Maybe the knees together. I like to bring my arms alongside the body with the palms facing up. If your forehead doesn't come all the way down, you can always stack your fists and place the forehead onto the stacked fist. And remember, in child's position, it's not about drawing the butt all the way back towards the heels. It's about the length of your spine. So accommodate your thigh muscles, your knees, in this position. Cool it down a little bit. Enjoying that rest. If you feel there's a lot of energy pent up now, you can always take a deep breath in, a cleansing breath out through the mouth, releasing that excess energy. And then inhale. Bring the hands next to you. Draw yourself up. If that doesn't work for your knees, any other seated position what works. And then we're gonna all come into sitting on our butts. So I can either cross my ankles and roll back, or any other way you want to come into a seated position. Expose your sitting bones again. Sit nice and tall. Draw the arms up. Let's do a little more core work, abdominal muscles strengthening, but also thigh muscle strengthening. Seated Tin Soldier, it's called. I lift my left leg. I touch my left leg with my right hand. It can be on my shin, my toes. Important is that you don't start rounding your back. Push through the heel. Push the belly out as you bring that leg up. And stay connected with your breath. Ten. Keep that breath going. Slow, deep, rhythmic breath. Even if your heart rate comes up, the breath doesn't change. So you're constantly signaling to your central nervous system that you're not in a stress situation. You just want to strengthen. Last 3 breaths. 2 and 1. Exhale, release. Bring the soles of the feet to the outer edges of your mat, and then just draw the knees from side to side. Keep the knees at the right, and then draw that left foot a little further back towards your left hip, and that right foot right into that right inner knee. And I'm going to turn around for you so you can see me a little better for that deer seat. You don't have to. Staying with that breath. So if your left hip is far up, see if you can relax it down without any force. And then I'm turning towards that right knee. Inhale, I'm going right underneath the wave in front of me, and exhale, come up the other side. And of course, my left buttocks can come up a little bit off the floor. Inhale, dive deep. Exhale, come back up. Last one. Come back to center. Staying with that breath. And then place your right hand behind you, left arm from left to right. Let's mobilize that left shoulder joint a little bit. With that fire engine arm. And then with the next time, you go from left to right. If you like, push up your hips, push, 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 and draw your left arm all the way overhead, reaching your hips towards the sky, the left fingertips back. 2 and 1, and then exhale, slowly release. Again, I'm gonna switch it out, just bringing my right foot next to my right hip and my left foot into the right inner thigh. Knees comfortable as always. Draw that right hip down so the hips stay square. Feeling a nice opening here in your deer seat. Finding that breath again, always coming back. That's your anchor, your place to return to over and over. And then twist to the left towards that left knee, hands beside the knee, and I'm going to dive deep again. So inhale, I dive deep underneath the wave. Exhale, come up the other side. Inhale, dive deep. Exhale, come up. Last one, diving deep. Come back to center. And then bring your left hand behind you. Don't collapse into that left shoulder. Push out of that left shoulder. Right arm from right to left. Fire engine. Follow that hand with your eyes. And then next time you come from right to left, push up. Push, push, push. Push your hips high. Draw your right fingertips back. Crown of the head back. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, slowly release. And then you can always use your hands on the floor or without. I'm going to draw my legs up in front and come deer seat to the left. Draw my legs up, deer seat to the right. Draw my legs up, deer seat to the left. Stay with that breath. 4, 3. Little core work plus hip work. You almost got it. And remember, you can have your hands behind you on the floor for support, of course. Find a way what works. And then exhale, just draw the legs up, soles of the feet on the floor. Hands in front of the kneecaps. Sit nice and tall. And then extend the arms forward and round the lower back as you come down. Nice and slow. One last time, really engaging that core. Breathing the whole way down. Once my shoulders and head are on the floor, I walk the feet a little further in. Draw my right knee in. Give myself a tuck. Extend the right leg up. Point and flex. Circle the ankle joint, both directions. And then I can stay here, drawing the right toes towards me. Or if I want to go a little further into the hamstring stretch, slide that left foot forward and extend that left leg onto the mat. Staying with that breath. 3, 2, and 1. And then walk your hands up that right leg and bring your head and shoulders off the floor. Reach. 2 and 1. Exhale, release. Draw the right knee into the chest. And then we're all going to have that left leg extended now. Bring the right sole of the foot on top of the left knee and then shimmy the left hip underneath the right. Come onto the outer edge of that left foot. Left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right arm out to the right side with the palm facing up. And I come a little higher than my shoulder. And then I draw my right shoulder blade down and draw that right knee over towards the left. Maybe the head rolls to the right if you like to. Variation of a spinal twist, laying spinal twist, Supta Matsyendrasana. Breathe deeply into the belly, despite the restriction through the twisting motion. Belly, side ribs, chest. Every exhale, come a little bit deeper into that twist. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Draw the right knee back into the chest. And then exhale, left knee into the chest. Both feet back onto the floor. Left knee into the chest. Give yourself a little tuck. And then extend that left leg up into the sky. Point and flex, circle. And then draw the toes towards your head. Don't lock that knee. Always a slight bend in the knee. Maybe stay here. Breathing into the back of that left leg. Maybe you slide that right heel forward and extend that right leg onto the floor. Feel into the body. Keep on connecting. If you start shaking, just release a little bit. Don't overdo it. And then walk the hands up that left leg and bring your head and shoulders off the ground and reach towards that left foot. Draw that lower belly in a little bit. Flatten out that lower back towards the earth. Exhale, release. Left knee into the chest. Right leg is now extended on the floor. And then place the left sole of the foot on top of that right knee. Shimmy the right hip underneath the left hip and come onto the outer edge of that right foot. Right hand outside the left knee. Left arm extends. Palm is facing up, a little higher than your shoulder height. And then maybe the head rolls over to the left for Supta Matsyendrasana, laying spinal twist. Breathe deeply into the belly. Let that belly expand with the in-breath. Release, relax with the out-breath. Preparing now for Shavasana, for your final relaxation. Inhale. Slow. Come back to center. One last time, drawing that left knee into the chest. Right knee into the chest. Hug your knees into the chest. Make a little package of yourself. Inhale, lift the head up. Bring your nose in between the knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold the breath. And then exhale. Let it go. Extend the legs and arms alongside the body, the arms comfortable distance with the palms facing up. Tuck the shoulder blades under a little bit to open up your chest. And let the legs and toes roll out to the sides. Make any small adjustments to ensure you're comfortable. You cannot relax if you're not comfortable. And then let the body die. And this posture is called Shavasan, corpse position. So you want to come into complete stillness now. You give it all up. You give up that physical body. It's not for us to keep anyways. Just let the body melt into Mother Earth. Feel the support underneath your head, shoulders and arms, and legs and feet. Feel how Mother Earth supports your back, your tush.
Surrender that controlled breath. Come back to your natural breath. Letting go completely. The more you let go, the lighter you become until you become weightless. Just drifting about. As you rest in peace. Shavasana. You can lay in end relaxation as long as you like, of course. Otherwise, wiggle your fingertips and toes and very gradually invite life movement back into your earthly body. Pumping the fingers and the toes, circling wrists and ankle joints, and then stretching your arms and legs. Give yourself a good morning stretch, letting out any sound that came up during end relaxation. Ah. Draw the knees into the chest, give yourself another hug, another squeeze, and then roll over to your favorite side. Extend your arm and let your head rest on that extended arm. Now give yourself some credit for doing this practice today. Healthy body, mind, and spirit. And then when you're ready, slowly push up into a comfortable seat. Any way you want to sit now is fine. Just be comfortable. Allow yourself another moment of silence before you step back into your busy life. Another moment to be with you. And let the arms dangle beside you. Draw the arms up, gather energy, all that beautiful energy you released. And then guide that energy back into your heart, feeling the thumbs at heart center. Reminder that you're led by the heart, not just on the yoga mat, but out there in your daily life. Bow the head down in gratitude for all the blessings in your life. Call them up every single day. Grateful for your healthy body, what just allowed you to go through that strong practice. Grateful that I have a roof over my head, food on the table, people who support me and love me. Grateful for my yoga students. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of truth, of peace, and of light. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste.